Go on, show. This a Ben. Ben bad. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful Sunday. We're going to chillax outside and let the shopper do some work and realize we're not post nothing in a long while. So finally get one cable. So you see what I put in today. Not as long as the original B series, but for now I'm going to rock it until I can find the right thing. So I'll go and install it and see what it looks like. So I'll take off the original string we did use. And this was in December, so you must know how long now the car has been sitting here, not doing anything. So we just basically just take some time to relax. Given that we went through a serious sequence of events where we had to pull down, set up back, pull up. It was a lot of work, but we're going to do it little by little. So gradually I put on back the cable, the gas cable, and then test it out, see if it's alright, and then from there we probably just do some other stuff around the shop, give you a tour of my new office, and basically show you what's happening today and today as a Sunday. Oh, we get the connectors for the injectors as well, so might just install those. Alright guys, so we'll do a quick test start and check the truck, make sure everything alright with it. See, that's something that look like it out to jump off again. Plug wires, boy. Trust me, guys. Almost cost me. Well, I guess when I was driving the car the first time, that was one of the things that I had to stop and fix. That same plug wire there. Alright, so Civic is back on track. We have some work we need to do on this thing here, but after we finalize and get everything together, then we make that move, which is to strip the car down and get it body worked and sprayed. We want to keep it like this. And that would mean putting back all the original doors and fenders back on so that the car can look complete. Right now it's still in race trim, so we want to make sure we get well, I guess for the rest of the year for this year we're gonna just put some, make it stay like this for the first race meet, and then we move to putting it back together when we start putting the other cars back in focus. Alright guys, so you are gonna take a tour and see what I'm going to shop for today. That project's being address, so we're going to look on them and see what I go on. Is it? This Mazda CX-5, which we did an engine rebuild on. That you know, that big service that happens at 100,000 kilo. Yeah. So went through, did valve springs, valve seals, rings, bearings, couple other things. I think we did also had to adjust some things with the cams and everything, but we need to go back to this one because it's giving us a cam sensor code. So between either today or tomorrow we will be going back through this to get the timing set up back to see, or just to check the timing to ensure that we didn't miss a step, or if the timing may have moved while we were assembling the engine. So we're going to check back that. For those who would have followed the channel, they would have remembered this car, which is a Subaru Legacy. I think I'll insert a clip of it here. Go on, show. Owner had an issue with a non-start problem, and we had to basically diagnose the issue as being bent valves because we weren't getting any compression from all the cylinders. So we're actually in the process of putting the mechanics on this, we have taken out the engine already, so there's no engine in there. See, no engine. Take out the engine already. What deal? Where do? The shocks have changed. Oh. Alright, so this is it. We started tearing it down already. See, we have the exhaust manifold together. It's a turbocharged vehicle. Intake manifold there. Now we start to pull it apart and I take a little break. So we're going to change out a couple of the things while we're here. One of the main things are these bearings. Yeah, this one gone, that one gone, this one gone too. The water pump definitely I got change. Don't need to pull apart the whole engine. So I've get the phone. This is now my new office. Moved from the previous office that I was in to this one. So that desk is for my sons when they come after school. It's their homework desk. We have a filing cabinet, we have some printers, usual stuff, storage area, TV mounted, and of course this is my workstation. Yeah, pardon the chair has done its time, just need to get it reupholstered, but that will soon come. Alright, recently, just yesterday we got these are some LS rods. So we have two LS crank put down with a LS block that we might put together with a head. We have our head, we also get another B16 head ported with some valve springs and retainers and some valves. So that is also something in the making that we might can capitalize on. Alright, so this is a clean room. We have some STI seats put on, but got a deal the other day to get some B series heads. Couldn't make it pass at all. So we're going there. And I got this one without cams, but we have the cams that we did take out of the original B16 setup. So these are Pro 1 cams. Pro 1 cams with this head and the rods and some 82mm pistons for this block. So we're going to bore the block at the 82mm or 81.5 depending on what's available. And we should be good. Remember horsepower? You know that? Use what? The computer? Nah man, if you buy one turbocharged setup, that is what is needed. Alright guys, so see the carnage now. Okay, you can see you can see valve touch, valve touch, valve touch, valve touch. Watch out now. Same thing for that side, yeah. Valve touch, yes sir. Valve touch, valve touch. So all of the intake valve them touch. See there? Judgment. Judgment! You can see that. You can see the watermarks around it. See that? There's so all of the intake valve them then. Look like 1 and 2 exhaust valve in the seat. Like all like valve. Yeah, that one not look too good. I like how this and gap so I'm gap right there so too. And we see all the intake valve them touch it there. Right there so, right there so, right there so, right there so. Here. So I'll try to get some valves. So I'll go and feed. Alright guys, so pull off the next side, see there? All the intake valve them touch. Every last one of them. So we'll just get them sorted out and put in back. So I'm going to pull out the valves out of the head. So the head down there is drained. Pull out the valve them out tight. See if we can get them changed. Assemble back and put back the head together. But that's the main reason why the engine wasn't starting. So I look through it and sort out some valves, isn't it? But alright guys, see it there? I don't know if I can see it straight, but this a bend. Bend bad. And this are just one from one side. Pull some more and see. Alright guys, so see it now. You can confirm all of these valves bend. All of them are bent. All of these are bent as well. So every intake valve bent up. The exhaust one them, we're not sure, but we're going to try so we can get some new valves. So what the heads look like here. Alright, so this is the left side head. You can see some of them spot here never make good contact. Well, any contact at all. So this one need a leak. This one not so bad. Exhaust one them can't really judge still, but you know, look like them that do a good job either. This one probably they make some contact, but this one definitely. This side not so bad either. You can see this thing marks where the valve sit. If you can see it. Here and here on the outer line. There are some things on order. So I'll get these bearings coming in your timing kit. You hear them I make noise, so them they're gone. Water pump, this idle pulley, and this gear as well. So I ordered these plus a brand new timing belt. The head gaskets, yes, we're gonna change them as well. So that's a part of the kit. And what else would they buy? Oh, we need to get some valve seals. So when we get the valve seal them, we change them out of the heads and then we start reassembling. But as I say, the engine, it kind of some heavy carbon build up on top of the piston them still, but I don't know what we can work on. It's a heavy carbon build up. And you can see the marks where the piston them, where the rods, the valves touch the pistons. So I have that for sort out. And a rear seal, we need to change the rear seal a leak. Mazda. So we got the timing thing sorted out. It was out by maybe a teeth. I think it was a teeth it was out by. But on top of that, we did one of the couplers for the intake pipe that they blow off the clamp. So the clamp wasn't holding properly and it just blew it off. So that is something that we need to also address. So tomorrow we're gonna sort that out, as well as get the front cover part tightened up and everything. We already, I think most of the front cover put on already, and reseal. So it's just a matter of putting on the Topics cover, resealing that, putting back the injector lines, and then we should be able to start up and be okay with this car. So this one is 80 or 90% finished. We just need to finalize the top and the oil and the fuel lines, and then that should be out tomorrow. Subaru, I will take some more time, so we'll go spend a little time on it and, you know, get it right. So now we're going to close it out here, so I'm going to close out the vlog here, so because it's going to take some time. I'm going to source the valve them and then try and see if we can get the valve them seat back with the head, so we can get a tight seal on the cylinder and then reassemble back everything. So look out for the next episode where we put this back together and make some attempt to put it back in the car, fix some of the other issues, because we saw that some of the circle bolt them never there, and one of them is break. So I try to see if we can find some bolts, fix up some of those things and put it back together the right way. We're gonna change the valve seal them, regrind the valve them and make some jam with it. But for now, remember, guys, always do the right thing.